we're all going to eat them because, like, number one, waste not, want not. And number two, we might get super fast if we do. Like, it'll be super cool. I might eat it then.
I mean, when you think about the way that the mud people think about it, hey, eat this and you're going to know how to fight and defend yourself and survive in the wild. You're going to know information about the enemy's whereabouts. You know, like there's a lot of advantages. It's like old school, well, like really old school, like ancient school CIA cannibalism. You eat him, you have his secrets.
I also feel like it definitely matters how they died. Like, you didn't just kill this person to get this liver, right? Or, like, they died because they're dicks, right?
You would think, but that's what I was saying.
Do you want to eat a dick, or do you want to eat a good person?
Oh, well, that's different. No, I don't want to eat a dick. Or, like, an actual cooked anything.
No pickled dick?
Nope, no pickled dick. But yeah, no, that's what I was saying. You would like to think that the person was cool with dying, or at the very least deserved it. I think that's really the difference. And these people, they know we're bad. So, like, I'm not saying that makes it any better for Richard, but it you know, at the very least, you know it was a shitty person, and that makes it more okay.
Yeah, I think it would be better if he was prepared. I think he's just mad. So, that's why Kahlan needs to go apologize, not only for her, but for the Birdman.
Right. And the Birdman says, hey, go apologize for me too. Because you know that whole thing about how I was going to let Richard bang my niece? Well, the more I think about it, that's probably not a really cool thing for me to be doing. Like saying, hey, niece, go stand over there a minute. Why? Oh, just no reason. Just go over there. Because, I mean, I'm not saying it was against her will. They all thought Richard was really good looking, but apparently it's a young girl. What the fuck? And he's promising the same thing that Kahlan promised. Hey, have this guy's baby. Hey, get married. That's the rest of your life now, niece.
Yeah.
Young. Are we, what? We're assuming 16?
Yeah. Or don't even get married because he is taking off.
Well, yeah, that's the plan.
So
nobody even discusses that part of it, though. But yeah, he has to go.
So he's going to pop a baby in her belly and then leave her as a single mom in a place where it's already been described to us is like you're dependent on your man.
Right.
So that's going to be fun. Super awesome. It's probably great. Like, this is why I think he was like, bad ideas. I'm glad that he stopped me. Give him my bird whistle.
Right.
Well, you know what he can give me?
What's that, baby?
Another beer.
Wow, you finished that one already?
Yeah.
You fucking beat me. Yes, it is time for another beer. I'm lying. Mine's empty too. All right. Well, we're going to take another break and we'll be back right after this.
And we're back. So Kahlan gets to Richard after a lot of searching. She can't find him anywhere she expects him to be. He's in the spirit house, of all places. Probably because it has a great roof.
Yeah. Well, it's dry. We know that.
Yeah. Good insulation, you know, all that. And she tells him that she's sorry. Richard ends up forgiving her, and she puts the whistle around his neck. And she tells him what the Birdman says.
I don't think this makes it any better.
The necklace and the sorry words?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Like,
doesn't.
Not even a little bit. Like, great. Fucking whistle. Fuck you.
Oh, I'm glad you realized after I got pissed that it was a shitty thing to do. Good for you.
Right. This game, like, it's kind of funny because the whistle comes from the Birdman. Kahlan comes with nothing. Like, it's a heartfelt apology. Right? And that's not nothing. I don't want to take all of the credit away. She does feel bad and she wants to make things better. Credit where credit's due. But he should be mad for a little while.
Yeah. And Birdman doesn't even say, I'm sorry in fucking person. And he admitted that this bird whistle, it's not that cool. I have a bunch of them. It's super not special because I'm not going to bestow it upon him.
Right.
You can just go chuck it at him as you say I'm sorry later.
You do it. He does say, hey, I'll teach him how to use it tomorrow. But, like, yeah, it was weird.
Why didn't you wait till tomorrow and go up to him and be like, Richard with the temper, I am sorry for possibly rousing your temper. Here's a whistle.
Right. And it's not like they didn't have a fucking warning. They called him the man with the temper.
Right.
All right. So we've been making jokes this entire book about Horny Terry. And it's one of my favorite running gags that we're doing. But at the same time, it's a very real thing. And right here, obviously, this scene is about to get surprisingly intense. And he is in his finest form.
Horny Terry, you mean?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He has his smoking jacket and slippers on and is ready to go.
Yeah, we've had some, like, quick glimpses of him, like, through the curtains. But, like, he popped out.
Here it is. Fully exposed, you mean?
I feel like we're going to get more exposed as we go on, actually.
Yeah, well, yes, we do.
I don't want to call this fully yet.
All right, so they stare at each other for a minute. They're just looking at each other. And then Kahlan suddenly realizes how hot it is in the spirit house. Then she takes a bite of the apple. Ooh. And she holds it to Richard's mouth, and he takes one too. Ooh.
At first, all I could think about was her, like, shoving it in his face.
Bite it, fucker.
Eat it.
And then this is where we take the dive. She wishes that Richard would use his lips like that on her. Now, I know there's many techniques and all, but I don't think this is one. Right. That's a weird.
Yeah. She's talking about the lips. The way they wrap around, you know?
Yes. She considers using her power on him. Well, what we know about Kahlan is that she can't fuck. Because if she loses control, the power comes out. And then when the power comes out, it does the thing to the person. We don't exactly know what that is yet.
Yeah.
But it does a thing, and apparently it's not fucking good. So she's celibate. Holy shit, she's an incel. In a way.
She would probably be like the actual... like an actual...
True to form.
Yeah, but like not...
Not exactly what everybody thinks
Right.
of when that word... Yeah, because I wouldn't imply that. But
yeah, she's definitely like trying to rationalize in her head taking him with her power, not just her vagina.
Right. Taking him in every way. Ooh. Ooh. And she goes on to figure, well, he'd still be able to fight, and he might even have more resolve than he does now. So it might not be a bad thing, but he would be different. And it doesn't say how, but he would just be different, and she doesn't want that to happen.
He'd be a little off.
He would be a little janky. She leans over, and right here, Spicy Terry. She leans over and she licks the juice off of his chin.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking forward.
She can all up in that chin.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I have a good chin, so I get it.
You do.
They go right for the chin.
I was going to say them chin hairs because he's got to have, like, he doesn't say he has a beard, but he's not carrying, like, a shaving kit.
No, but I feel like Richard would be a clean-shaven dude who also has a 5 o'clock shadow by, like, 10 a.m.
Okay. Because, like, it's not as sexy if she's licking a beard.
You know.
That's
I mean, I know beards are a thing, especially lately, but not with what she's describing.
No, you don't suck apple juice out of a beard.
No, that's so fucked up. Exactly, Jade. Thank you.
Ew.
Fuck. So, after she licks the juice off of his chin, reason totally evaporates from her brain. She puts her fingers to his lips, and he slowly licks the juice off of them. So they're having a whole weird oral thing
Yeah.
in slow motion with a lot more juice than I feel like an apple produces.
Depends on what kind of apple, baby.
It's a magical apple, apparently. And after tracing the mud symbols on his chest and circling one of his nipples with her finger.
With all this juice, those things are definitely getting gross.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I mean, muddy.
Yeah.
Which is one thing, but like dirt and sand and not pleasant. Not pleasant.
Sticky.
She pushes him down on his back, and of course he doesn't fucking resist. She puts one of her legs between his, and he slides his hand up her shirt, and things are moving along nicely. And she whispers, "I want you." Probably not just as deep as I did that now.
No, that's Kahlan's voice from now until forever. Everyone lock that in.
"I want you, Richard."
Oh my God.
And, I mean, cue the cold shower. This is where Richard goes, "All right, yeah, but you got to tell me what you are first."
Because if you're going to eat my face after we fuck, I should probably know.
Right. I didn't even consider that. Like, are you what? We do it, then you kill me, and then implant your baby inside my corpse? Is that how this goes?
Some weird praying mantis
Fuck.
bullshit? No, man.
And she tries to just keep the moment going. Doesn't even acknowledge it, you know. And Richard makes the perfect move. He slides his hand up her back further because I feel like, A, that feels good, and he probably wanted to do that anyways. But then he pulls her hair, which, B, that might feel good and might have wanted to do that anyways. But it also, C, backs her face away from his so he can be like, "Hey, actually, this is real.
Yeah.
And I need to know what you are before I do this with you."
It was like scruffing a cat.
As excited as I was going to be to have my way with one of those girls over there, I actually have standards. And like, I want to fuck you, but we got to get some stuff clear first.
Yeah, because you've been weird.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. And I mean, Richard don't play no games. Well, we know for damn sure he doesn't like puzzles. So.
See, I get it that he's like not trying to push her, but at this point, it's causing problems for her not to tell him. And like he's come out with most of it. Well, maybe not all his secrets, but she doesn't fucking know that. And I don't know. They've been together for a hot minute. So it was just weird to me that he was like, "You don't have to tell me. Only if you want to do this. We could still travel together and have you continue to keep lying to me about everything, and I'll just keep pretending like I don't care."
Right. No, I'll just ignore that this conversation ever took place, and I will be blissfully ignorant.
Right.
And on our way.
Here we go. I mean, I guess she does say, "I want to tell you, just not tonight." But I'd still be getting real tired of Kahlan's shit at this point.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Like, come on. It's not a secret that you have a secret anymore.
Right.
And now, in fact, I've seen it with my own two fucking eyes. I'm pretty sure you murdered a guy with it. Twice. Could have twice. No, twice. Fucking twice.
Mm-hmm.
I think Richard's right in being like, before we get too close, I want to know what you are. So at this point, Kahlan is desperate for affection, quite obviously. And Richard's saying, "Hey, I'll give it to you. Be honest with me. Like, make it a real relationship instead of just fucking." Because fucking is great. Don't get me wrong. I am more than happy to participate, but like, I want to know you. Richard wants to know Kahlan. Yeah, she could, tear him in half and then implant her babies after they do it. Or he could just be like, let's not make it under false pretenses. So like, if it goes somewhere, then it can be a good thing. It doesn't have to be like a dirty little thing that we can't acknowledge ever happened. Ever.
Well, I think I would also be disturbed because everybody else knows, and you find whatever it is so horrifying that you're like, I don't know, you're willing to not fuck me right now when we both obviously are ready to fuck because you don't want to tell me when I've, like you said, seen it with my own fucking eyes.
Right. And it's got to be difficult for Richard. I was going to say it's got to be hard for Richard. See how I avoided that? It has to be difficult for him because Kahlan is quite